Listen up because this astrology tip could change your life and your understanding of how you live it. Granted, the phrase life-changing is thrown around a little too loosely these days. Anyway, this tip is for anyone that has planets that are in opposition to each other in their natal chart. And when I say opposition, no, it doesn't mean that the planets have some drama with each other and now they're like not getting along. Opposition is a term of art in astrology, and it refers to an aspect that's made when planets are 180 degrees apart from each other. And before your eyes glaze over because I brought math into the equation, you can do this. Planets in opposition, there's tension between them. Focusing on one part of it, one planet, or trying to express that planet's energy somehow triggers a reaction from the other planet. Sometimes this manifests as an internal tension, a feeling like you have limited hands. Say you have a Venus opposite Moon, the love language that you speak, the things that you find beautiful, the way that you want to receive love is also somehow triggering to your inner security, your inner emotional needs. Yes, oppositions are frustrating and challenging, but they create really dynamic, growth-minded individuals. But the real juicy tip, the real frame I want to point you towards is the fact that with oppositions, often we project one side, one planet onto other people or the external world more broadly. And it's not always the same planet. Sometimes we identify with one planet in the opposition, sometimes the other. And so we find ourselves engaged in these conflicts in our practical life without realizing that it actually is mirroring an internal tension. So take the Moon opposite Venus example. Maybe the person is identifying more with the Moon, their inner needs, what feels comfortable on the inside. If they're not aware of the tension with their love-giving, love-receiving energy, they can find themselves in relationships or situations where the other person, the external, is embodying that Venus energy and seems to be asking too much from them or asking them to love in a way that they're not comfortable with. Or take someone that has a Jupiter opposite Saturn aspect. If they're in a mode where they're identifying more with the Jupiter, natural buoyancy, optimism, risk-taking, faith that it's all just going to work out, they start to see the world as embodying the Saturn side. Restriction, limitation, everyone's out to get me, the world is unfair, without realizing that this is actually a psychological tension that's playing out inside them. Remember that these are not supposed to be worked out perfectly. It's a constant tension, and with greater awareness comes an ability to turn this more into a superpower instead of something that just feels like it's frustrating or weighing you down. Most importantly, until you appreciate this internal tension and try and integrate it a little bit better, you're going to keep subconsciously attracting other people or life situations that force you to play out that conflict in the external world, more in your relationships. And either those conflicts may not feel so productive, or else they're just not going to be solvable until you bring some attention back to the inner.